Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 2, Miss Carranza and Mr. Grice's Algebra 2 class. Today we're going to be talking about Section 3.1 Notes, Part 1, Solving Linear Equations. Now when we're talking about linear equations, we need to talk about the word linear and what that word means. Linear means line. The type of problems that we're going to be solving when you draw them out on a coordinate plane, if you remember, these will be making a straight line if we were to graph them. So, a linear equation. Linear equations can be written in the form ax plus b equals 0, where a and b are real numbers and a does not equal 0. Now, three main steps that we need to look at when we're going through these. One is to simplify each side separately, distribute and combine like terms. Next one is get the variables on one side by using inverse operations. And the last one is cancel all operations in the order of SADMAP. And what SADMAP is might look familiar, but it's the reverse order of operations. All right, let's go through this. Always going to draw the line down the middle just so I can see the two sides of my equation. There's my x. I want to get the x all by itself. And to do that, I need to get rid of this 8. And to do that, I need to do the inverse operation, or the reverse. If we're subtracting, that means I need to add. And x equals 11. And one of the things that I love about this is we can figure it out by plugging it in. Okay, so x was 11, so I'm going to plug in 11. And 11 minus 8, well, that's 3. And does 3 equal 3? It does. We're happy. We did the work right. There's our answer. Okay, doing the same thing even with decimals. We're adding right here. I want to get the w by itself, so I'm going to do the inverse. And we get w equals 7.5. Okay, see, no matter what side the variable's on, we're doing the same thing. Okay, here's my m, adding 4. Do the opposite, the inverse. Negative 5 minus 4 gives us negative 9m. And anytime you want to, guys, you can do this check over here. Now, I'm not always going to do it, okay? But to know if you got the right answer 100%, that's what you need to do. All right. Example number 2, we're working with multiplication and division. Remember, between the 4 and the k is multiplication. The inverse of multiplication is division. So we get k equals, so we got to do a little bit of side work over here. We need to do 2.4 divided by 4. I want to bring the decimal up. Does 4 go into 2? That answer is no. Now does 4 go into 24? It does 6 times. And so our answer is negative 0.6. The reason why it's negative is we have one negative number. All right, B. Is the m by itself? Is it? Nope. There's a negative 1 in front of it. So to get rid of a negative 1, that is multiplication. So we're going to divide, and you get m equals negative 19. C. X over 3 equals 5. it's like that, that is division. The inverse of division is multiplication. And we get x equals 15. And D. Draw the line down the middle. Now, to get rid of a fraction, you need to multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 8 over 3. The reason we multiply by the reciprocal is 8 over 8, that gives you 1. 3 and 3, that reduces to 1, so we're just left with y. Okay, off to the side, I'm going to do 12 over 1 times 8 over 3. 12 and 3 changes to 1 and 4, and which gives us 32 over 1 when we multiply that out, or just 32. Okay. Now I got some with a couple more steps. And this is where we need to pay real close attention to SADMAP. We always want to get rid of addition and subtraction first. So 3p plus 7 equals 31. Here is my p right there. Let's get rid of this 7 first. And the opposite of addition is subtraction. We're left with 3p equals 24. Okay, now right here's multiplication. To get rid of multiplication, I'm going to divide. And p equals 8. And just to double check, 3 times 8 plus 7 equals 31. Plugging in for p, 3 times 8 is 24. And 24 plus 7 gives us 31. All right. B. Why don't you guys try B on yourself? Go ahead and pause the video, and the answer will be up in just a second. And there you go. Okay, we subtracted the 9 to both sides. We're left with 6 equals 2n. Divide by 2, and we got 3 equals n. Now just to double check, I plugged 3 in. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 9 is 15, and 15 equals 15, so we are happy. All right, letter C. Order of operations, we need to get rid of addition or subtraction first, so I'm going to add 1 to both sides. We're left with negative 6 over 5m equals 14. Inverse is to multiply by the reciprocal. Off to the side, we're doing 14 over 1 times negative 5 over 6. 6 and the 4 reduce to 3 over 7, which gives us negative 35 over 3 when we multiply. And that cannot be reduced, so that is our final answer. All right, why don't you guys pause the video again and try letter D. Okay, and there's the work. Now, tricky part is, right here, we had to get rid of addition or subtraction first, and this is actually a positive 3. Don't get confused by that negative sign right there, because that belongs to the 4/9. So I subtracted 3 to both sides, and you got negative 10, multiplied by the reciprocal. Here's my work off to the side, and then you get 45 over 2 equals y. All right, 2 more problems. I'm going to draw the line down the middle. Now what we're going to need to do here is start to combine like terms. So things that are the same, we're going to combine. So 4x minus 6x gives us negative 2x. 9 plus 2 gives us 11. And there's the 17. So now it's just the same thing. Okay, following the rules of SADMAP, negative 2x equals 6. Get rid of the negative 2, and you get x equals negative 3. All right, letter B, go ahead and try it. Pause the video, please. All right, and there's our final answer. We combine the 15 and the negative 6 to get 9. Negative 7w plus 2w gives us negative 5w. Order of operations is to get rid of addition and subtraction first, which we did. Subtract 9 to both sides. Get negative 10 equals negative 5w. Divide by negative 5. Negative 10 divided by negative 5 is 2w. Well, that's it for Chapter 3.1 Notes, Part Number 1. If you have any questions, please come find Ms. Carranza or myself. We would love to help you out. Thanks for watching, guys.